Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. Sean Higgs coming at you. It's Monday for Tuesday. So it's really Tuesday night because it's after 12th. So it's the Tuesday edition, March 12th of Late Night Money. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody had a nice Monday. I can't complain. I'll take a little, what I go, 4-1 on the site today. Not too bad. Charleston, Cleveland State, Milwaukee, Stoney got it done. Clara was the loser. We had Clara here in the chat as well. 2-2 with Gonzaga over pending. So we continue our little hot run here. Anyway, follow on Twitter. Hit the like button. Sean Higgs winning free picks. Come on in, say hello. Let me tweet these plays out here in the Twitter world. Tweet it out. Boom. We'll throw them in the comments section as well. Boom goes the dynamite. In case you don't know what that is, it's some fabulousness. All right. So again, we had Charleston, Madison, Clara, and Sanford here in the video today, 2-2. Again, 4-1 on the sites. We'll take it, grind away, just one day at a time. Listen, 80% run was not going to last. We'd have a couple losers, but we pull out tonight 3-2. We'll take it. On to tomorrow, of which let's get going. Oklahoma State early. We'll take them in 12:30 action +4 versus Central Florida. West Virginia +10.5. I mean, like, come on. I know they're bad, but Cincinnati. I mean, I'm taking double digits here. Sure, sign me up. St. Louis, the Billikens get the call in the A10, and the Canes. They've lost what, 9, 10 in a row? Just terrible. I'm taking them. Let's go. Let's go, Miami. Show me. I cannot think, because I like the coach, that they just show up with a total no-show for the entire season. No, I can't. And if they do, listen, I'm laying 115. I'll get on with my life, but sign me up for Miami. Let's do a quick Marcos minute for my guy Marcos, who has been MIA. That's what happens, though. I think Pounded said it today. Anthony was like, "Hey, of course people don't come back because you're crushing it, and then they're out on doing their own thing." Anyway, we'll do the Marcos minute for my guy. Davidson Fordham, give me some Davidson. LaSalle GW, I will go LaSalle. St. Louis, we'll go some St. Louis. We have it here. We got Oklahoma State here. We got West Virginia here. Is it wrong I want to take Georgia Tech, even though I got an Irish name? It is what it is. NC State. I got the question mark next to NC State. I thought about it because I'm like, you know what? Let's lay it. But on the same token, it's just a big number at 9.5. And I'm taking the 11 there with 10.5 rather with West Virginia. That's why I'm hesitant. I do like Kanishi's versus the Mount +4. That keeps going up 2.5, 3, 4. Keep betting them out. I'll come in on this tomorrow if I get 4+ on this for sure. Iona Manhattan. Is it? I want to take Manhattan in the points. Let people bet Iona. That's fine. I will take the points if I could get some more here out of Iona. Give me Manhattan there. I just want more points. Niagara. Man, I want to take Siena. I do. I want to take Siena. Oakland and Milwaukee. Listen, we got the Milwaukee 20-1 here, so I'm probably gonna come in and still ride the dog. I'm still gonna ride Milwaukee. That is one of the last I did. In case you didn't know who we had earlier, and is this a scroll? It's a scroller. And a bunch of losers. Little Rock loser. Sacred Heart went down in the first round. Belmont was a loser. Webb and Cashville went down. Cleveland State went down, but we have Milwaukee 20-1 alive. We have Lehigh plus 650 alive, and we do have some other bigger schools. I got scrolling now. Um, we'll talk about those in a second. Let's finish up the Marcos minute. Oh, Stony. Stony was a nice winner for us today. Do I come back on them? They're 7-point doggies tomorrow versus Charleston. I don't know what to do. I had both of these guys today. Montana State, Sacramento State. I might have to lean with the fave now. I think again we'll look at more of these big skies tomorrow. Jacksonville State. I sort of lean Jacksonville State. I do. I'm not gonna lie. 3.5. Why is it coming down? Why is it coming down? Please, someone. Summit final Denver. How about Denver? And I faded them the other day. I shouldn't say fade them. I just bet against them. They got the kid who scores left and right. Like this is, I'm kicking myself again. Hindsight being 2020. This is a spot where, in a weak conference, a kid like that who scores at will, and they've been terrible. That's the problem. They had lost like 7, 8 in a row. They had Denver. It's like you have a kid who could score, but here 1, 2, 3, 4. Playing bad coming in. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4, and 2, 5, 2, 6, and 2, 7, 2, 8, and 2. Flip that around. So that's 2 and 8, 3 and 8, 3 and 9. I mean, just bad coming in. But yet here you go. Now you got to win over KC. They got it done 61-60. Another one 66-63. And this is my point why I faded Longwood. Okay, that's Stanford today. I had it in a free pick. Teams that are playing off of OTs, are they? I guess when you got nothing left to go for, right? It's the final games. I guess the tank doesn't really matter, but like that's why. I can't do South Dak State. I'm 0-2 in these spots. I'm not going to do it. And I can't go the other way because that's just like when South Dakota State does win, I'm like, look at this. Instead of being 1-2, I am now 0-3. McNeese and Lamar. I'm going to say over in this game. Although I want to take Lamar in the points. 12.5. I'll take a 12.5. McNeese is a good. They run the South End, by the way. In case you did not know by the record. Commerce and Nichols. Maybe an under in that game. And here we go. Merrimack Wagner. It's down from a 7.5. It's dropped to 6.5. I guess Wagner is the play here. Vermont's demolished New Hampshire the 2 times they played them, I believe. So I don't want to get involved in that hot mess. And then Lowell. Again, we have a 6 down to a 5 here. So I guess the dogs, it is a doggy season. Woof, woof. Any comments today? Not much. There I am. And there's Tommy, I got the moves. Utah Jazz when I get the line. Hofstra ruined my night. Groovy had Hofstra. Sorry to hear that. And Tommy likes the Jazz. Any predictions, Steelers or Russ Wilson? Yeah, they'll win 5 games, Kev. They're not going to be good. Come on. Who's you throwing the ball to? Who's running the ball? Who's calling the plays? How about you run Kenny Pickett back out there, or you run out Mason Rudolph, have a crap year, and get a draft pick instead of being 500 again? I don't even know if you're going to be 500. If Burrow's healthy, you got to do with him. Ravens are always a solid squad. Cleveland wins with 7 different quarterbacks this year. Like, why didn't it go to the Browns, Russell Wilson? Like, they could use a quarterback that's a nice game manager type guy. No, this team is in last place. If you're a Steeler fan, nothing to get excited about. Maybe the Pirates got some good young players. That's about it. I think I missed my question today. Who do you want Dallas to get for running back, or are you just depending on the draft? That's right. Pollard is gone. What I mean, really, for running back, does it make a difference? I still don't. I mean, do we have to pay Dak Prescott? Why are we paying that guy 50 million? We're making him the highest paid quarterback in football. Yeah, another 10-9 season or 9-8 or whatever this hell the schedule is now. Going nowhere. Going absolutely nowhere. Where's all the Trey Lance love? Isn't he supposed to be awesome? Remember that guy? He always could be an MVP. Don't pay that guy. You can't pay him 55 million, whatever the heck it is. And how do the Falcons pay Kirk Cousin 100 million? Remember, I mean, Matt Ryan was the same age basically, and they said, "Oh, you're not good. We're going to let you go." And this guy's coming off an ACL. Yeah, it's gonna be. This is Aaron Rodgers all over again. 2 drives into the season, he's gone. Give me those Tampa for the South again. Sign me up. Sign me up for the Bucks. Am I gonna get better 10-1 because I got Kirk Cousins over there? I'm hoping my Bears grab defensive end Hunter. Football free. I'm gonna say I don't know anything about football free agency. I'm looking at some baseball things. Obviously, conference tournament time. Dr. Ward has been in here. Who's that baseball prop you mentioned earlier? Baseball prop. Which one? Who's Dr. Ward? How have you been, my friend? It's good to see the good doctor. Dr. Ward, for those watching, because I guess we had a lot of views on the Twitter. Dr. Ward was an original OG member of the Midday Money Show back 3 years ago. Maybe it was, I'm guessing from the day to Midday Money, it had to be Grayson Rodriguez over 11 and a half wins. Had to be Grayson Rodriguez over 11 and a half wins. I like that guy. He's good. Came back from a little stint in the minors. Fabulous. Grayson Rodriguez. That's what I mentioned. I mean, that guy, he's winning like 15, 16 games. I mean, I got a Cy Young on him. Let me get my baseball. Let me get my baseball, Brits. Baseball. 30-1. Just a hundo for 3 dimes. I'll take it. That's a winner. I'm already counting that. I should stack that up. I think he's going to have a monster year. Although it's, again, you take a second-year pitcher. We also, Alek Manoah, just fall off to a hot mess. Are you high on Derrick Henry? No, I don't want Derrick Henry. Yeah, he comes in at base salary outside Derrick Henry. Why am I going to sign? How are you paying him money? You got to pay him money. You should have brought in Barkley from the Giants. How about Jones from Green Bay? They just got him loose. I would never give Dak the money. You can't give him that money. I mean, you can't wait. No. Yeah, yep. Last name Rodriguez, Grayson. Because they signed Jacobs from the Raiders. Dr. Ward, you're welcome. Giants give a running back to get a running back. I mean, I get not wanting to pay Barkley or whatever the heck. I mean, if running backs are really, it's good to have a good one, but you want to pay? Why are you paying that kind of money? And the Eagles think they're going to be good. I mean, did you look at your defense, Philly? Let's run the ball. Okay. Okie doke. We could try to run the ball. It'd be a nice signing. Cowboys signed Aaron from Green Bay. I mean, I don't mind. You want to let Pollard go? That's fine. My son was like, I can't believe I'm going to go. I'm like, you can't give that guy a franchise tag. You can't pay him that money. Sorry. I don't know what the plan is with them. I have no idea. But you're right. I've seen a lot of articles say, or a few articles say, on Aaron Jones. I mean, again, with running backs, this is a passing league. All right, get an offensive. You need an offensive lineman, and you need a good receiver, and you need somebody who get pressure on the quarterback. Defenses, they're going to be what they are. One defense looks really good one year, it looks bad the next. You throw it on the field, it's a pass interference call. It's a crapshoot defense. You need to be able to score points. You need a quarterback. You need guys to catch the ball. Running back is a bonus. I really, you know, if you're spreading the ball out, the openings will be there, right? The line will open up and it'll be there for guys to run. That's why there's always some breakout guy with 1,000 yards. I mean, you can't tell me you can't find a guy who runs 75 yards a game to get 1,000 yard rusher. And how the heck you guys talking football? I can't even stop at the football. I mean, we got college hoops and baseball right now, or not right now, but soon to be. Soon to be. That's it. Oklahoma State, West Virginia, St. Louis, and Miami as of now. There you go. Picks for Tuesday. And we got early Fordham Davidson tomorrow, and then some 12:30 action. But here, this is the week. So be sure to check out the midday money. And I'll start midday money up probably about I started 15 minutes early last time. I'll probably do it about 5 minutes early, starting on Wednesday when there's more noon tip offs. I think Wednesday, Thursday, probably Thursday, Friday definitely have a lot more noon games as all the tournaments are underway. But because I know we got to give our little Marcos minute rundown for the 12 o'clockers tomorrow. I'm not. We'll be on time for 12 noon. Who's coming in here? King D's in the house, my guy. And here we go. Mike P.O.D., my guy. Late night money or late night Mikey? Mikey, let me ask you. If you're not following Mike P.O.D., he's got a YouTube channel. He does some sports betting. He dabbles in trying to make a little cash. Big Eagles guy, though. So I'm interested in his thoughts on Barkley. What are we going on here? This has shades of you signing Murray from the Cowboys back in the day, taking a big back on a contract. And I said earlier, Mike, I'm okay. You're going to run the ball, but the defense was a problem last year for you guys. Is the defense just going to get healthy overnight and be like, all right, we're ready to go? Let's get the offense back on track. What are your thoughts as a Philly insider? Saquon, yeah, I don't know. I was just saying, for running backs, I don't know. You need a running back. You want to pay this cat? You got two great wide receivers. What are you doing with this guy? You could put any kind of running back there. Like, who you should have got Tony Pollard. Like, he's a guy who'd fit into that. Like, kind of scat back out of the backfield. What are you getting this guy in here for? What are we doing? You said no NFL talk. Yeah, I know. But that was before Mike came in. He's a big Eagles guy. Top 10 guy behind the number 30 line. Saquon helps run the clock, but they do need to up the defense. Well, I've seen these guys leaving and retiring for the defense side. And you need a little defense. And granted, defenses, I just said it, Mike. I don't know. Like, every year, there's a kind of breakout defense, right? It's like, for me, defense is a crapshoot because you always got somebody getting burned, always some kind of ridiculous pass interference calls all over the joint, costing the games. I don't know. Hey, here's Nick Nasty. $37 million. That's what he got. I'm not mad at the guy get 37 million. Get it, fam. Go get that. You're a running back. You're just an NFL player. You got your clock is ticking. You got a short lifeline in there. But I don't get it. Like Josh Jacobs to Green Bay. I mean, I'm sorry. Did Green Bay have a running back who's pretty darn good? I thought they had a good running back. Green Bay. What do I know? Nick Nasty. Hello. Ninja says overrated Barkley. Ninja, what do you think about Purdue being even money favorite to win the Big Ten? Uh, I gotta post the my Big Ten thoughts. Yes, the game has absolutely changed. I mean, in 1993, 1994, you could run a ball. Teams did. Ricky Waters, Emmett. I mean, it was just a different game. 2024 running backs, not a big deal. I mean, 37 mil. Again, I don't care. I whatever. Enough football. What are we doing talking football here? People want to talk college basketball. How about what's going on in this Gonzaga game? Over is not looking good here. Not looking good for my over. And I really don't want to take a back-to-back losing day. We went 1-2 last night, and we are 2-2 today with this Gonzaga over petting. Maybe I get overtime. And how about if Gonzaga takes an L here? Where do they drop in the brackets? Where do they go? Does San Fran claw their way to a bubble spot if they beat St. Mary's tomorrow? Actually, no. If they beat them, they're in, right? They'll be conference champs. There was a big uptick in salary cap this season, so they had money to burn. Yeah, let's bring in an injured running back. Okay. And Mike, I don't even know. Philly, Dallas, Giants, Jets, Packers, Chiefs. I don't know who's looking for what. Good for those guys doing NFL stuff because how do you do that when you got college basketball tournaments going on? Rob likes LaSalle and Notre Dame. I mentioned I liked the Explorers earlier when I did the Marcos Minute. And Notre Dame, I don't know. I want to take Georgia Tech in that one. Give me some rambling wreck. Georgia Tech. I know I have an Irish name. I don't want to take Notre Dame here. I don't want to take them. Notre Dame, 2 wins this year. 58-55 and 75-68 on the road. It was an OT win over Georgia Tech. Tech is playing better, though. Winners of 4 of their last 6, according to my bracket here, because I print out all the brackets. And you have to, because I'm looking about matchups down the road. Purdue will be a first-round exit in the tournament. I don't know if there'll be a first-round exit. Can they get clipped up? This Purdue team, and I'm not a huge Purdue fan. Yeah, you know that. I don't love the Purduckins. But let's be honest, they have 3 losses, Ninja. They lost at Ohio State, Nebraska, and Northwestern. On the road, I mean, okay. Nebraska's got some wins. Northwestern plays them tough. They knocked them off last year. They played them to an overtime loss again this year on Purdue's home court. So maybe that's a team who just plays them tough. And Ohio State's playing better since they can to coach. They beat Alabama. They beat Arizona. They beat Marquette, Tennessee, and Gonzaga. They beat Illinois twice. I mean, anybody else want to put in you think is better than Illinois in the Big Ten? Alabama, Arizona, Marquette, and Tennessee, Gonzaga. Say what you want about Gonzaga, it's still Gonzaga. It's still a pretty good program. All on neutrals. Do they? And I hate to say they're going to choke, but in a close game, does the memory of past tournament failures rear its head, and they get in trouble? It turns into FDU all over again. I mean, even they played. I mean, Penn State almost beat them in the game before that. It was a nail biter. But yeah, you lose to St. Peter's. You gotta. You're in it. You are definitely going to be feeling the pressure. And I don't know. You can say it's a new year, right? Virginia came back and won a championship. How is their medal? I think they get out of the first round. I ran down who they beat. And Ninja, I don't come in and like slam on their backs like, yay, Purdue. I like Carolina, UConn, Houston, and then I don't know. It's a crapshoot to me. Arizona, but they have losses. Purdue is really. You look at the total body. How can them Houston and UConn top of the boards? They're tough, man. I get it. I get kicking them in because kicking them back in because of their losses in the tournament. But Mike Epps says, "Great post earlier. I think it made of me. It made you think of me. I basically said Dallas NFL free agency is open. Well, yeah, they'll spend money and on nonsense, make mistakes, and be a 500. Come on, what would it be? 10-8, 11-7, or whatever heck they're going to be. I thought I didn't even think they'd get as good as they were this year. I was worried about the offense, believe it or not, because I didn't know how Pollard would respond. Although Ferguson really had a breakout year at tight end, and CeeDee Lamb's awesome. Second round exit for Purdue, probably. Ohio State is on fire. They are. I like Ohio State. We have where's my little Big Ten bracket? They play Iowa on Thursday, and I'll be looking to back Ohio State. Purdue has the talent, says the Ninja, but the coach doesn't have it to go away. Is it the coach? I mean, what about the players? They're the one freezing up and not making the shots against these two other teams. That's why you gotta. I don't know how they're gonna respond. They're definitely. I'm not betting on them to win. I will probably actually maybe. Meh, it's easy to say just fade them, but I don't know if I'm gonna just straight fade and take the dog. How did they do? You know what? Since we're talking some Purdue, let's pull up their tournament. So Rutgers. Oh, hold on a second. I'm looking at the Big 10 tournament. FDU, 23-point fave loser, and that's after going through the Big 10. Now, they took care of Yale by 21, 10 points over Texas, and then St. Pete's got them. So they did cover those numbers. So I don't know if we just want to not think about that. They were covering. So maybe that is definitely something I won't do now. Free Minds in the house. Been a minute, fella. How you been? Tamus is checking out. I'll talk to you in the morning. I'll be here in the morning, afternoon. Actually, it's the afternoon for you, PA guy. Good to see you, Tommy. Have a nice night. Oklahoma State, West Virginia, St. Louis, and Miami are the plays. James Madison has 30 wins. Are they qualified for the NCAA tournament? They are in the NCAAs. They won, right? I believe James Madison has punched their ticket, and they are dancing. They got their shoes on. Madison is in. James Madison is in. I like the Miami spot, but yeah, I'll fade Central Florida. Why? I don't want to lay 4. I'm not laying 4 with them. I'll take the dogs. I'll take the dog there with Oklahoma State. The other Cowboys. Freeman says, "Goddamn work hours, can't get some morning work shows." Hey, listen, coming at night. The night shows are back, Freeman. We're doing it's tournament time. This is how the old puppy started 3 years ago with the late night money, doing tournament talk. Glad to see you. Hope all is well with everything. They gotta work. I get it. I get it. All right. I don't know. We're gonna roll on out. Let's get a final score update. So, are we closing in on a halftime on this game here? Halftime in Gonzaga. The over is alive. The over is alive. So our midday money pick on the total 149 is alive. We had gone 2-2 earlier with our plays. Um, so let's hopefully this one comes through and we'll have a winning day. But I'm out of here for tonight. Thanks for spending a half hour with me. Midday money's tomorrow, uh, usual time. So I'll be back at noon tomorrow. We'll see if we add anything to the board. Who knows? I ran down to Marcos Minute. If you come in late, you can listen towards the start of the show. I go through all the games. I tell you each side I kind of like. More sides, totals. I don't really dabble in a lot of college hoops totals, but they're there. They are there if you want to hear them. This is the same position they were in last year. The two played. San Fran went up before Zags took off and beat them in covers. Well, listen, as long as I get the over, I'm happy, Mike. Again, if you want to re-listen to the show, podcast form available. Pandora, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to podcasts, just type in Late Night Money. There it is. Go to my Twitter. If you're on Twitter, there's a link tree. Go and find whatever thing you're on. Come say hello. I will see you all tomorrow. Are they investigating Temple after their monster win? If you didn't bet Temple on, what was that, Sunday or Saturday? That was the time to bet Temple. Bet your life. And they won outright. Mike, nice work, Sean. See you tomorrow. You as well, brother. Thanks for popping in. I'm out of here. Back for midday money.